Hi, I'm Dr. Shikha Sharma. Usually, when we talk about health, we talk about healing, we look at so many things which are going on in the industry or in the market. Sometimes there is intermittent fasting, sometimes there is keto diet, sometimes there is this new product which is like a claim with claims like this will totally change your life and all of that. The reality is that health is a journey. Health is not a lottery. Health is not something you can get without efforts. So the most important thing in healthcare is unlocking your own healing power, unlocking the power within you, the power within your body of healing yourself. And most healthcare practices come from ancient wisdom. The ancient wisdom which was written about in the Vedic scriptures, Vedic literature. Similarly, in Chinese texts, there is so much information about ancient healing practices. Now, in modern times, we don't look at them because we feel, oh, it's outdated. It is something which is not relevant today. But let's look at the reality. The reality is that for millions of years, the human body is the same human body. It is not like a car, which was a different machine in the 30s and 40s, and it's a totally different machine in the 2024 year. So things which are inorganic, things which are material, they go through a sea change in terms of technology, in terms of software, and therefore they get outdated. The human body is a human body. And it is important to understand how a liver functions, how the kidney functions, how the heart functions. That is not changing the way it was functioning in the 18th century or the 16th century from what it's functioning in the 20th century. The machine, if you were to call the human body, is the same. And therefore, we cannot disregard ancient healing practices which were there, whether across the world, these ancient practices were there. So coming to what we really need to understand is the role today and where the industry is recognizing we need to be is not to be at the stage of illness, is not to be at the stage where the heart has failed, the kidney has failed, the liver is failing, the joints are not working, and then we are looking at, oh, this body has failed and let's replace the body. No, we need to see how we can unlock our own healing powers, which repair the body, which have the capacity to repair the body and heal us from within. Human bodies were not designed to be so fragile and fall apart, and to look at it more like a material body where people disregard or throw away old things. No. Human bodies, which is completely different from cars or softwares or phones or other things, is it has a self-healing capability. And that self-healing capability, which we see, whether we see it in a cut or a fracture, that capability is what we need to understand and learn, and then combine that with modern healthcare. So I'm very happy to share that being a medical doctor, as I started looking at the answers to health and healing in my profession, I started moving into preventive healthcare. In preventive healthcare, when I started looking at how do we work with the human body, how do we bring health and healing to our patients, I stumbled upon accidentally on the ancient techniques, ancient wisdom of India and China. And since I come from India, I decided to pursue and understand that within the Indian systems, what are those healing techniques? And then I zeroed down on nutrition. And thanks to that, when I started putting it along with my team, and 50,000 patients have benefited over the years, I realized that this is the knowledge which needs to go out. And this is the knowledge which everybody should learn so that they can improve upon it, they can use this knowledge to heal their patients, to heal their families, and basically to become a better version of themselves in terms of health and fitness. So today I'm talking about this particular course. This is Vedique Nutrition Professional Program. Now, what is Vedique Nutrition Professional Program? Firstly, as you can see, it is based on Vedas. But in this, the thing what we have done is we have not only put the Vedic science, but we have also added our expertise of 50,000 patients, what we did and how it worked into the science. So that you get the both, you get the knowledge as well as the application of knowledge and how it works. Then it is a professional program, which means that it's good for professionals. Now, professionals could be anybody. It could be dietitians, it could be physiotherapists, it could be yoga experts, it could be gym trainers, it could be doctors, and doctors of any field. You're a doctor of naturopathy, you're a doctor of allopathy, you're a doctor of homeopathy, you're a doctor of Unani medicine, anybody. Because this will help you to add nutrition practices in your healing protocol and get better results. Like we got better results and we saw that this really works. So what are we going to be teaching? We are going to be teaching, for example, introduction of Ayurveda. Most people understand Ayurveda as only a science which deals in medicines, which is not true. Ayurveda is basically the science of keeping the body healthy, the body, the mind, the entire being healthy. So it has everything in it. It has prevention in it. It has anti-aging in it. It has disease management in it. So Ayurveda is not restricted to a medicine. Ayurveda is everything. Everything to keep a human body healthy and fit for all its life. So you'll be taught the part of Ayurveda which deals in nutrition only. The origin of these practices, the science behind these practices, then how Ayurveda defines health. Now that's very important. Like we say, health is not the absence of disease. Health is optimal functioning. Health is how best you can work with yourself. So that optimal functioning is more health rather than absence of disease. It's a huge spectrum. Then we're talking about the Panch Mahabhutas. Now Panch Mahabhutas sounds very esoteric, but actually it is what? In modern chemistry, in organic chemistry, we would call it carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and the different permutation and combinations of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. And in ancient language, it was called Panch Mahabhutas. So it's not that it's very complicated. We make it complicated because we're not able to correlate with modern understanding of the language. So that is what is the Panch Mahabhutas. Similarly, what is Tridosha? What is dosha? Now, a lot of people get confused with the linguistic term dosha or tridosha or prakriti. No, it's actually, in modern language, it will be your genetic type. What is your gene? Your gene is your personality. The gene is your biology. The gene is the way your body reacts and responds to the environment. So, in one word, what we call genetics today was called prakriti in ancient times. That's it. So, we understand how our genetics is and how our prakriti is. And then types of genetics, body types, it will be explained. So, then of course guidelines for each body type and the dynamism. Like for example, a body is not like it's not like just a physical dead thing. Like it's not like a phone or a brick. The body interacts with the environment. If it's hot, it will sweat. If it is very cold, the body constricts. If it is raining outside, the body will try to release the water. You feel like going to the washroom and releasing the water in your body because it's already having humidity outside. So the body is interacting with the environment. We don't realize it. We think it's just the same. No, the body is reacting with your environment. The body is reacting and responding to the time of the day, to the season, to age. So with age also the body changes. So understanding how your needs change with age, with your season, with your time, with your activities. Like for example, if you start exercising tomorrow 2 hours, your body needs will change. If you're totally sedentary, your body needs will change. The repair, the damage, everything changes. So all these things are explained to you. But what is very interesting is that this will push you. This is an upskilling course. This is available online. 2,000 people have done different types of courses on the Unitus OneHealth Academy. This is one course which I highly recommend. As a medical doctor, what I have learned and how it has benefited my practice with my patients. And I'm eternally grateful that the science came to me. Because of the science, I could set up a company of over 200 people. And that is actually the true success of this science and this knowledge. So if you're interested to join this course, click the link and inquire, ask us. We are more than happy to help you and ask your questions, because we are more than happy to guide you through this process.